Our hearts are broken. But I can tell you that the hearts of young Bailey Holt and Preston Cope in my native county of Marshall, and the hearts of those 17 youngsters in Broward County, Florida, they cease to exist and cease to beat, Mr. Speaker. In the wake of great tragedies like this, we don orange ties and orange ribbons, take photos. It makes us feel better. And of course, we extend our thoughts and our prayers. What else do? We have moments of silence. That's our traditional response, is to have a moment of silence. And then that moment of silence is followed by deafening silence. We don't do anything. The gentleman from Pike outlined a number of school shootings and tragedies all across this Commonwealth and this country, whether it be Columbine or Heath, gentleman from McCracken, or in my district, or in Florida. We've had shootings in our nation's capital where members of Congress have been involved and have been critically injured. We've had mass shootings in theaters and at concert venues where these bump stocks were used. I believe such was the case in Las Vegas, where nearly every weapon he had, it's my understanding, gentlemen, had a bump stock on there, which, again, I don't know a lot about them, but from what I've read, it converts a single-fire, semi-automatic weapon into a fully automatic weapon. A cluster burst of 3 or fully automatic. We have magazines and clips, Mr. Speaker, that have infinite killing capability, drums that hold 50 and 100 rounds. Why, who in the name of common sense would take something like that out into the field to kill a deer or to take a pheasant from the air? It doesn't make any sense. And like you, gentlemen from Pike, and others in this chamber, I have always coveted my A and my A+ rating with the National Rifle Association. I've gone after it aggressively and have scrutinized over those surveys that we all fill out to ensure that I got that endorsement and that my constituents got that little orange card in the mail that told them that I was a sportsman. There's nothing sporting about these gadgets that go on these assault rifles. They are not developed to take the life of wild game. You are right, gentlemen from Pike. They are developed. They are here to take human life. And civilians should not have access to them. And those that do should certainly be scrutinized over. I'm working with a number of members in this chamber, including the gentleman from Pike and others, to come up with some common sense strategies myself to respond to these tragedies. The gentleman from Pike has outlined a couple of options, and there are many others on the behavioral health side. And I see a number of you shaking your heads. There are a number of things that we can do. And I join the gentleman from Pike in his clarion call to address these tragedies. I hope that you'll join us too. Because, my friends, it's just a matter of time before this type of sinister, devilish behavior comes to your community, comes to your school district, and heaven forbid comes and touches your family. Mr. Speaker, I thank you for the time. Again, I had not planned on addressing the body, but I appreciate you, gentlemen from Pike, so very much and your words, and I look forward to working with you and other members in this chamber to address these senseless tragedies. Thank you. God bless you.